Yo, so Arcane Odyssey released recently, and it released to quite a lot of success. The first couple of days, it had almost 100,000 active players at one point, and that's really great to see. It's great to see it thriving. There's a lot of content in the game. There's great combat, like especially PvE. The progression shifts mid to late game from early game quite a lot. There's a lot of build variety without them having to force it with gotchas and pay to win. It's a great transition they made from rollout to release. Nearly seamless what they did to increase the server size with like consistent large patches, and there's only been a shutdown per day since release, which is fantastic if you look back at like Deep Woken's release, for example. But I also have some concerns for this game and its future on Roblox. The player base from Deep Woken seems to be slowly seeping in, like the cesspool of toxicity that it truly is. I got hooked on League. That player base was more tolerable than the Deep Woken one. Like, I kid you not. I would rather grind League for 24 hours a day than play Deep again for 20 minutes. And naturally, since the Deep Wokers are already seeping in, naturally there's gonna be all of their hackers also seeping in, which sort of point of contention with switching over from the rollout phase to full release. People are losing their inventories to hackers regardless of trades. Like, forget RuneScape trade scams, like this goes way deep. You can just be in the server with them and boom, they've taken all your stuff. They ran it up. They're already selling all of it. That's GG, bro. Hopefully y'all haven't been grinding bosses today, cause whew. I'm also concerned with performance issues. Like, I've been seeing a lot of stutters that I probably shouldn't be with my PC setup. I mean, it's not nearly as bad as Deep Woken's lag and ping dependency, and there's a lot less at stake given that it's not a roguelike, but it's still a problem because, you know, PvP is a central part of this game, which naturally leads to balancing. Like, I really am concerned about there being a hard meta in the game. There doesn't seem to be one yet, but it's just around the corner that someone finds like the ultimate element combo to go mage, and that's just GG for anyone that sees the build. Hopefully this doesn't happen, but I've seen it happen in too many games that have, you know, 5 times the budget that Arcane does. We'll see what happens. They've been listening to the community very well this whole time. It's not out of the question for PvP to be balanced in the future, but I doubt it is right now. I'm also worried about player retention from update to update, because even though an update is planned for, you know, several months ahead of time, there isn't much like there aren't repeatable dungeons that you can play to keep your time. Like, it's just boss fight mirages. I hope this changes in the future, because dungeons would work really well in a game like this with the combat that it has. Just being able to have a repeatable thing for the people that don't want to do PvP, I think that would hold a lot of players, just to have some team content like that. And also the keybinds. I would really appreciate them adding a way to change keybinds, because having parry on G makes my fingers hurt. With how much thought they've put into all the different systems and all the different activities you can already do in the game, I think that this game has the best odds of holding players from update to update, as long as PvP is popular enough and people don't see it as, you know, a meta fest. Given how the combat is designed, I feel like there's a lot of ability for skill expression, so that's to be determined. But anyways, I want to know what you guys have to say about this. I want to know what you guys think, so drop a comment down below. I'm interested to hear what the rest of the player base thinks. Peace.